Good evening, YouTubers, and welcome to the Hooked Up Fishing channel. I want to go over first for my first video that I'm going to upload to the channel what I'm going to be using to video, do all my shots for fishing. I'll use this for a couple other things too, hunting and whatnot. I want to go over the camera setup that I'm going to be using. Another YouTuber, Salty Kayak, recommended this camera to me. I bought one, liked it enough that I now have two, and one more in the mail. Should be in this week, hopefully. But great camera as far as a action camera goes. Easy to use, and they're not really as expensive as the GoPro. Some pros and cons above the GoPro from what I have used, but very well built action camera. I can't really have any complaints over it so far. The more I use it, I shall know a little more about it. First off, the case. The case is, this is just a case built by Gadget. Bought this off of eBay. I think it was $24 shipped. Show you inside of it, how it comes. The case we have here, it comes with, it's just a pre-cut foam. It comes as a solid block when you get it. You can pretty much lay out anything you want to. You'll see here I have 3 slots for 3 cameras. To save space, I have molded the foam to where it will fit with the camera inside the case. So that way I don't take up a whole lot of room. I have another one coming because I've got so many accessories. I have another one coming to put the accessories in, let the cameras and batteries be solely in this one. This camera is the Sony AS100V. I do have the live view remote for these cameras. You can connect up to 5 of these cameras with the live view remote. As you can see here, I'm using it on my wrist. It's a little small, but really helps for focusing the camera and being able to control 5 of them. Small, you know, palm size, lightweight. These are splash proof outside of the case. This is something that I find is a improvement over the GoPro. You know, to a certain degree it can get wet outside of the case, but you know, it cannot be submerged in this. These are Wi-Fi cameras, 13.5 megapixel still image recording. The steady shot on this is amazing. If you're riding a bike, something bumpy to where you've got a lot of video vibration, it is tremendous at making that video still whenever you play it back. I have used it in both steady shot and with steady shot off, and works tremendously to cut down on vibration. Here you have your mini USB connection. This is used for charging, hooking up to the camera for downloading pictures if you don't want to actually insert the SD card into your computer. Under here you have a mini HDMI out to connect to the computer, and you also have an audio out, or a actually that's audio in for a microphone. Under the bottom cap you have your battery compartment. These are interchangeable batteries. Pull them out. I actually have a Wasabi power battery in it right now, which is the batteries I don't use when I'm using the Sonys. Takes a couple different SD cards. I have just a micro SD in right now. Simple operation. Any button turns it on. You have a movie mode, photo mode, and this is a new card that I've put in. Okay, there we go. Picture mode. You can do time-lapse pictures, different second intervals. Connect to the live view remote. I'm not going to do that since I've got this one on my head connected. A couple different ways. Easy to use the menu. You got a back and forth, and you have your record button on the end is your enter button. Very simple to go into and change things. So far, that's a nice feature. Go back. We'll go ahead and cut this one off. But overall, very good. Has a Zeiss lens in it. The video quality, in my opinion, is very good. 1080p. But camera's lightweight and very portable. And as far as from what I've seen and reviews that I've read, they are very durable, especially inside of the case. Waterproof case, as you see, 5 meters, 16 feet depth that it can go down to. By changing the door out on the end, you're able to achieve a deeper depth. But since I don't do any diving and most likely won't be lowering it down into the water, don't have any the dive doors on the front. This camera slips in, goes in and locks to keep the camera inside, safe from water. No, you can shake it, you can feel that it doesn't vibrate inside and around. You can do full camera operation with it inside the case with the external buttons. Inside the case, I ordered because I expect to use the cameras and probably go through several batteries on a long day's fishing trip. I want to have extra spare batteries because of using the Wi-Fi will drain the battery in the camera a lot faster. This is just a wall charger from Wasabi, and got it with the Wasabi batteries. Simple, allows me to have multiple batteries to use while I'm out in the field videoing. Excuse me. I'll have a total of 6 spare batteries plus 1 in each camera. I keep plenty of SD cards, and that way if I fill one up, but on a 32 gig SD card, I believe it's something like 4 hours and 15 minutes of video that you can get. So even if you're videoing constantly, 2 SD cards will easily take an 8-hour day up. Go on to some of the accessories I have. A couple different ones that I've gotten. I ordered most all this, I think, come off of eBay. I found some good deals on eBay on used cameras. The cameras look perfect. The only issues is even on the case, but the front lenses where the video actually will come through, they are pristine. There's no scratches or anything on it. The accessories, this is just a wrist mount similar to the live view, and allows you to mount the camera on your wrist. Not sure what I would do with walking around videoing with it, but it is it come with the option. I just broke the yellow tab off. Guess I'll glue that back on. No problem. As you can see, this is the craft and storage room. It's rather cluttered. Next is Sony's selfie stick. Real beefy feeling. Angle my camera down a little more for you. I really like this. I like the design of it. 3 twists. You'll feel it unlock. I think it extends to 35 inches. That's pretty tall. Gives you a good range of view. This is the head mount that I'm using. just band, simple, goes around your head. You can remove the camera with the clip that's supplied with the camera from factory. The head mount is an additional purchase. They range about $30. Camera mounts. The one thing I do like about the Sony, it is a standard 1/4 inch by 20 tripod screw, whereas the GoPro is this similar mount here with your 3 prongs that fit together. I like this much better. Just gives you a wide range of options as far as mounts. You don't actually have to get a specific Sony mount. This will give you a view of the headset I'm wearing. It's pretty nice. It's not too bulky. It does create a little bit of headache. It does look a little goofy on your head, but it does suffice and do its job. It gives a good point of view image. Also supplied with the camera is 2 adhesive pads. One is curved and one is not. These allow you to stick somewhere, but you know, obviously once you've stuck it on something, it's not usable anymore. The float, I'll be using this on offshore trips anytime that I've got to put the camera overboard or something. That way, just in case I do drop it, I can recover it and it won't sink to the bottom and lose, you know, $200. These are just a couple of safety. These would be for if you were putting them on a helmet or a snowboard, a surfboard, something of that nature. If the camera does fall off, it doesn't. It stays attached to the board and you can retrieve it. A couple of swivels. You can use this with any of the mounts that accept the 1/4 inch mount or 1/4 inch screw. Got 2 roll bar mounts. These I'll use on offshore trips. I'll use these so that I can video. I'll use one over the side of the rail, maybe one up high, get a high angle. They simply go in and lock down. I've seen some bad reviews on these, said that the straps break, but I haven't had any issues and I have strapped them down very snugly. I've even used it on a chainsaw, and with the vibration and everything, it did not move at all. Last mount that I have here, this is a Picatinny mount. Purchased this off of eBay. I don't think I could find it anywhere else. Looks like something that someone's designed and printed with a 3D printer. I'll use this on my AR when I'm doing practice shooting coyotes and stuff like that. Really nice mount. This was, I believe, $30. A little pricey, but there is no better mount for this camera to go on a Picatinny rail. Very nice. Feels very well made. Lightweight, that way it doesn't add a lot of weight. Alright, mount. This is the adapter. When you're inside the case has its own screw for any of your mounts. If you're wanting to use the camera outside the mount, you have to have the adapter. It is supplied with the camera when you purchase it. Simply screws into the bottom. The battery length I'm not sure on. I do know when you're using the Wi-Fi, it cuts it down dramatically. Off of Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. I had to play around with that. That's part of why I bought the extra batteries, was to have the ability to just swap battery out. If I got access to 12 volt power or to a wall outlet, I can go ahead and plug up my Wasabi chargers and go ahead and get the batteries that I've just used and drained down powered back up, and that way I kind of minimize my downtime with recording. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'm going to try to get you some more videos up and get out on the water and get some good fishing video. Try to get these cameras, try some of them underwater, you know, bringing some fish up, get some different points of view. I like the point of view headset. That way you kind of feel like you're the one there holding the rod. So thanks for watching and have a good night.